Welcome to the final Bayshore Bike Route presentation video. This project was prepared for National City by Coastal Mission Engineering. Coastal Mission Engineering is made out of a teammate. They worked on this project. They are made out of Heidi, our hydrology engineer, V, our transportation engineer, Santiago, our land development expert, and Jolene, our geotechnical engineer. The area that we focused on was seen here on the slide. We have our two existing bike paths, one near Pier 32 Marina and the other by the BNSF Railway, by Harbor Drive and Civic Center Drive. In this area, we do have a couple of Class 2 bike lanes, specifically on Tightlands Avenue, but we do not have any that offer any form of continuity between the two existing Class 1 bike paths. This exposes our cyclists to vehicle traffic. Our solution to this problem was to create a new segment that has 3 subsegments, the first one being the proposed Class 1 bike path that connects to the existing bike path. It is on Paradise Marsh and it is adjacent to Marina Way. It ends near the driveway on Marina Way, where we start to see the Class 2 bike lanes. Here on Marina Way, these Class 2 bike lanes go through Bay Marina Drive, 23rd Street, on McKinley Avenue, and end on Civic Center Drive. On Civic Center Drive, we start to see our last Class 1 bike path segment, which connects to the existing Class 1 bike path in that area. The area that proved to be most difficult to design is this intersection seen here. It is our Civic Center Drive and Cleveland Avenue intersection. The reason this was such a difficult intersection to design was due to the amount of traffic that we have in this area. We decided it was best to have a route that does not adversely affect the existing traffic conditions while ensuring the cyclist safety. With this, we see the cyclists having their own left turn lane. Here we have them turning from Cleveland Avenue to Civic Center Drive and onto the last segment. For the hydrology aspect of this project, we did use Civil 3D. With Civil 3D, we were able to use tools to map out the drainage areas and find the time of concentration. With this, we were also able to find the slopes and lengths of these time of concentration and calculate our peak flow discharges. With the peak flow discharges being calculated, we were able to compare the behavior between the existing and proposed. We found that there was no major impact between the existing and proposed for both the marsh surface and the railroad surface. So we did not add any new drainage system for either of these areas. It is important to note that the Paradise Marsh area is an environmentally safety area, so we try to stay as far from this protection zone as possible. The corridor design was also done on Civil 3D. We have the first corridor, which we nicknamed the Marsh Corridor. This Marsh Corridor is a Class 1 bike path starting from the existing bike path near Pier 32 Marina, adjacent to Marina Way. It involves the most grading work due to the existing terrain. Construction site is next to the San Diego National Wildlife Refuge Protection Zone, which is seen here on this map. We have also our railroad corridor. It is a Class 1 bike path starting from Civic Center Drive, adjacent to the BNSF Railway with a minimum of 25 feet clearance. This is generally a really flat area. Not much grading work was needed. It converges back into the existing bike path next to Harbor Drive. Our traffic control plans seen here, the main objective was to maintain a safe traffic flow for vehicles, bikes, pedestrians, and minimize disruption to businesses. Segmented multi-phase TCP featuring temporary lane shifts and flaggers, clearly marked construction and restriping zones, dedicated bike and pedestrian detours with signage, and some parking areas reserved for businesses. Plans and signage adhere to Caltrans MUTCD. the construction staging. The objective here was to focus on a seamless integration of a new bikeway segment by dividing the construction into 3 stages. The first stage focuses on creating a Class 1 bike path on the marsh. It starts right next to the existing bike path, and this was the best start due to the amount of traffic that we see here. It is less compared to the other areas of this map. The next stage would be our stage 2 construction, which we see a switch back to our class 2 bike lanes. It starts from Marina Way, it goes through Bay Marina Drive, and it goes through McKinley Avenue, ending on Civic Center Drive. We then start our third construction stage, which is our final construction stage of our last corridor, which is a class 1 bike path. The cost estimate for this project was a total of 1.4 million. There were 4 main corridors in this cost estimate that we considered, which was the Marsh area, the Marina Way and Bay Marina Drive, McKinley Avenue, and the Railroad Corridor. The main categories considered in cost estimation were demoing the existing striping and median, restriping new travel lanes and bike lanes, bike lane symbols and signs, and materials to construct the 2 class 1 bike paths, which were the Marsh and Railroad corridors. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. This last slide concludes our project information, and yes, thank you for watching.